Hello everybody, all over the world. Hey, and welcome to the Demoman Basics episode where we will look at the Demoman and his basics. Episode's a bit late, that's because I was so exhausted I just fell asleep while watching the demos last night because we got an absurd amount. I think it was 114 total submissions, which is pretty crazy. So we'll go through the demos basics just really quickly. So this is just the basic loadout, of course, pan instead of the bottle. But basically, Demoman is a class that can lock down areas, primarily with stickies. So if you're in the hallway, like so, you can just put down, stickies up here, and then people run in, and then you detonate them at the same time. What's important to note is that stickies will, if you hold right click and you shoot, they will detonate. But if you keep holding right click, you can see that I don't reload. So that is something that can happen. You can also charge. You can shoot very far, like so, or you can shoot short. Damage is, bombs have an arm time, so they blink, now they have an arm time. What this means, if I'm close to this guy and I detonate, he will take 100 something damage. But if I'm far away and I detonate, and I hit, he takes less damage. However, if I land it close, like so, like this maybe, and I go far away and they now arm, they will do the same amount of damage regardless of my distance. So that's what the traps are for. So Demoman, of course, good at killing groups. You can see if I shoot the spy, I hit all of them, so that's a good damage value for one pipe. One thing that is important for Demoman as well is the reload management, because it's very quickly to just empty yourself out of all the stuff, and then you kind of have to reload and you switch weapons back and forth, and that's what really separates like a good demo from a bad demo, I would say, is how you manage your reload. Because as a Demoman, if you're used to other classes, it's very easy to just do that. Another thing that's very important is to jump while taking damage. So why this is the case is that if we take damage, I'm now dead, right? 2 rockets, I'm dead. But if I jump, let's see. I can actually avoid rockets and getting further pushed back. Same goes with here. If I jump on this heavy, he will push me further back when I'm jumping, and this allows you to take less damage, and that is, thank you bots, super useful as a demo, especially with heals, because demo is of course a power class and you need heals in order to do well. So we will see that today. We got tons of submissions, so we're just gonna jump right into it. That's just the core basics of the class. So let's of course go to our boy, our favorite, I think, Russian, Enigmas, and he's gonna show us the introduction of how this is possible to be this amazing at the game with this class. And also got chat. How are you doing today, chat? People aren't watching, we're doing this live, so there is a chat. Cool, so this is Enigmas. Of course you have your team just having dinner, trading hats, whatever. Then you go forward, and oh, what's this? A Sentry Nest. Well, let's take that out with our hyper bombs. That reloads super slowly, that's fine. And then we go up and okay. Just gonna shoot a bunch of bombs and take care of all of that stuff.
Oh! It's fun! How is this possible?
Get it on. Easy operation.
And then we have an engineer on a tractor. And then we have Rip, whoever that was. And then we are going to go, of course, and pick up the Saxy, which is the award you get for the SFM videos. And when you inspect it, you trigger one of the rollers from Half-Life 2 and you die. So that was the demo of the demo, man. So today we'll start off properly with a guy that we've seen a couple of times before. It's Pekwanik, or Pekwanik, and he's going to be showing us that he likes to stay in combat, and he manages proper reload, and he also goes down with the ship. So here he is. Let me just fix this. There's his loadout, grabbing that health pack. This is upward. There's a lot of upward in today's submission, so he starts with just some nice pipes. And then you can see he's staying in the back for now while he's reloading. He's looking around for his team. Of course, if you look at the top, you see that there's no medic, so he helps kill this guy, and then he reloads, has full ammo. keeps zoning, like it doesn't just run up into people's faces, and that's very important for them. You have to use the distance that your bombs will allow you to do, because keep in mind the pipes didn't demonstrate this, but they do the same amount of damage at any range. And also, Demoman is very good at shooting what he can't see, so stuff behind that wall gets absolutely blown up. So now, Iconic has killed the Dispenser and Sentry. Killed another class, so he's starting to get some value out of his power class pick, and of course no one else is pushing, so then he starts pushing too. There's a Sentry, and of course he's played enough Demoman to know kind of sort of how far he has to lob these grenades, and of course he lands them on the gun and it goes down as well. So now he's up to 2 kills with the gun, and he's just spamming down. This is what we call like a soft hold, where you hold from really far away, and you can see he's just connecting these pipes, and he's getting so much value out of them because the enemy is just clumped up together. And if you've ever played against like mass heavies on the payload, just go Demoman. Like one grenade will knock you 100, you will do like 500 damage, and then he dies and goes down with the ship. And what I really liked with this is that he stayed in the combat the entire time. Like, he didn't run away, he just stayed there, reloaded, and then he died. He got so much value, and then he died, and then of course he's going to respawn with his team and stuff like that. So that was overall just pretty solid standard demo play. So let's go on and look at someone else who doesn't do the exact same thing, but is being very aggressive. Of course, Demoman is more of a defensive guy. You want your guys to walk into your traps, but sometimes you can bring the traps to your enemy. So, let's see here. So this is Enigmas, the guy who sent the joke replay. Always does that. It's a pretty good demo, I think. So he's going to use the quickie bombs to just jump out here on Sunshine, get some heals from the medic. He's really quick. Now, what you will notice is that the red team is fucking slow as shit getting here. So he just traps up here, and he's like, I hope someone's stupid enough to walk through here.
Predictable!
And then he gets a 3K right at the start of the round. 4 kills. And will he get this medic? No.
Incompetence surrounds me!
But that was pretty good. A good example of just really quickly reloading and taking advantage of your enemy's team incompetence to get like a 4 kill. So he went 4 for 1 exchange and got a medic and some other power classes, and that was absolutely worth it even before the team started fighting. So that's a huge number of that. Getting some good value of that. So next up is going to be Sasapo, and he knows what's up. He's doing Demoman right. And by Demoman right, I mean playing red Demoman on Dust Bowl defense. I mean, there is no other totally one-sided map that favors a class so much as like defensive Demoman and Engineer on this map. So yeah, and there's also a high ground where you can shoot down to their low ground in a ditch. They literally can't do much about this. So there he goes. Then he gets an assist, kills Sag Drag, and he's just staying around here. Sapo, just kind of staying here, just wondering why the 4 people that's on the blue team aren't attacking. Could it be because, I don't know, someone just left or started or something? So he's sticking it up. You see more people joining, and there's a heavy down there. Okay, gotta be careful and do some spam. Staying in the back here, just hanging around on Dispenser. And the enemy team just keeps walking into the Sentry, makes our job a lot easier. Of course, we have a random crit sticky, and this is what we call disgusting gameplay. Where you're just basically abusing the map to your ability, because this is an old map in the early stage of TF2 where you basically can just shoot down here and completely shut down anything like that. What's this sniper gonna do? I mean, come on. So, going down and, kills that heavy. Random crits, fair when we get them, and look at this. The enemy has a spawn door to get out of. So this is what we call spawn camping. And it's pretty good, and now people go, oh, fucking auto balance, and then he gets spawn camped right as he says that. Heavy jumps out, gets killed. Of course, now he did a charge, which was unnecessary, so he probably missed a reload there, and that's what I mean by reload mismanagement. So he could probably gotten a couple more sticks out, but Litvin dies to the scout, and of course he has a backup here. If he would have had a healer here, would have been fine. You can see now the enemy team has been reduced to 3. The guy who got auto-balanced fucking left. So if the going gets tough, just leave the game. Follow Litvin's example. And then Sasapo dies because he has no sustain from any medic on his team because, well, everybody left because he was just wrecking the other team so hard. But I think what happened is that they wrecked the team, people got auto-balanced, got wrecked, left. More people got auto-balanced, and then they left, and then you just kind of empty the server that way. But that was I mean, if you're looking to get into demo and want to know like what is the possibly most favored map you could ever play, then yeah, Dust Bowl or like Gold Rush as a demo man is extremely forgiving. So this is the next demo is a guy who's using the sticky jumper. I won't really focus on the sticky jumper part, but he has one part. This is Saven. I'm just gonna fast forward through this entire game. Wow, look at all these plays he's doing. He's jumping around. He's being a super pain in the ass. But we're gonna show an example of where he actually uses the grenade launcher quite efficiently. So he's just now jumping out of a spawn here, and of course the enemy team has a bit of a setup. We know this. So he lands a pipe on this guy. Of course, they do 100 damage, splash damage, and he knows that there's a teleporter up there, especially now. So here we go, and okay, so we have dispenser, engineer, and a heavy over here. So our job is, of course, to destroy all of this because we're good against buildings because they don't move and we do a lot of splashing. And watch this. He shoots the engineer, and then he waits. He's like, all right, I can shoot him a second time, kills the engineer and the dispenser, and almost gets the teleporter. The heavy is after him. Now, the heavy is fat, slow, and Russian, as we've often said. And then he goes down and shoots this and hits the heavy for 77, hits another pipe. I think I missed the heavy, whatever, and the heavy's like super lit, and then the heavy goes down. So here, Saven has actually just completely destroyed the forward base of the blue team, just by using a grenade launcher and shooting at the right time. And I really liked when he just waited a little bit to be sure that he could land the hit on the engineer as he fell down, because what you don't want, we were going to see some people probably do this, is that you just spam all over and you waste all your shots. And that is basically like 400 damage you could have spent on something else without a reload. So this is it's pretty good. So next, this is 42. Gates are about to open. He is switching some loadouts around. He's using the Iron Bomber, which a lot of people used. It's like hybrid between sticky launcher and grenade launcher. Bombs roll, so he's just gonna move forward here, and it's gonna take some forward ground, kill hello with a sticky bomb. And then it's just gonna forward. I mean, if you're on attack and you don't see any red dudes and people are pushing your cart, just keep going forward at any point in time. So he decides to fiddle around for a bit. Of course, we have, oh no, a Demo Knight and a Spy. Oh, our two great nemesis. Oh man, I wish someone would make a video on how to handle the spies when you know they're a spy and they're just running around here. So, Demoman is absolutely trash at spy checking, by the way. If you miss the bombs, you're not going to be able to do much. So, 42 just runs back here and just have a bit of a run around. He's gonna, oh, Sentry, okay. So, this is a good spot to be in, because we can shoot stuff that we can't see. We can just lob bombs up here, and if we hear the hit sound, we hit something. If not, we can just adjust our aim. So there we go, just do that. Yeah, oh, Sentry went down. No more Sentry, no more Dispenser. Enemy's fortifications are gone. We can just go forward here, and we have to battle this down. And now we kind of fucked ourselves with the reloads here, but that's okay. We make up for it by connecting the pipes and getting him more kills and a roller kill. So pretty good here by 42. And he now goes into what I like to call a soft spawn camp, where he actually isn't camping the spawn, but he's camping near the spawn. So you see the red team is just running out of spawn and dying, pretty much. He puts out a minefield, and then they just walk into it, basically. And he's keeping his distance. And now he has to reload. He's not managing his reload properly. He's just kind of wasting too many stickies here. So right now he would probably have 3, but oh no! The unstoppable Market Garden Soldier. Ah, if only someone had made a video on how we deal with these guys. Ah, how should we ever deal with such an unstoppable power?
Predictable.
Well, that's right. They're kind of just forced to jump on us, so we can just shoot them at any point in time and kill them.
Easy operation.
The Demoman, on the other hand, Demo Knights. Fucking unstoppable. So that was some good plays by 42. I like that he just kept pushing forward into the enemy spawn and just kept doing that. He was a little bit overusing the sticks. Normally 3 or 4 is enough. Keep in mind though that if you have 8 stickies out and you fire more, the first sticky you shot will detonate. So you can kind of do that as having a continuously exploding thing. Minefield, that is something that you can do. If you just have 8 and you shoot more, then it'll explode. So here at Rattle Wrench landing 3 nice pipes on that heavy. Pipes are really good against heavies when they're revved up. They're so slow. And look at this. Look at this. He's like charging up.
Predictable.
And the demo went flying. Pretty good. So that was a quick one from Rattle Wrench. We have another one where he is sort of on response duty, where something happens and he has to respond to it and make sure that this doesn't actually go anywhere. So, gates are about to open. Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And, yep, there is. We're just putting down a little trap. It's not really important. So we're just kind of going around here. And get him! All right, so we're gonna be prepared for when he lands. So we know that he's going back to destroy the teleporter that we don't have. But it's a thought that counts. So when he lands. There he is. And yeah. An S word says, okay, retard. This could have been avoided 2 ways. Let's just go back a little bit and see how Rattle Wrench could have absolutely nailed this. First of all, when you're here, if you're gonna secure the landing zone, secure all of it and have 3 sticks here and you're good. Of course, when the guy shows up, you see he only has 7 instead of 8 out, so he could have put 1 in. When the guy goes flying up, look up after him, and like, he's not a spy. He's not gonna cloak. He's a Demoman. But I really like that. Like, okay, retard. You figured out my plan. And you know what Rattle Wrench said? Rattle Wrench said, anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. So I put this, and we do the jump, and we do exactly what you did in the last game, except we're gonna be more successful. There's a teleporter. I'm actually gonna destroy that eventually. There we go. I'm gonna go and fucking nailed it. I wanted to go back to spawn anyway. Jesus, guys, come on. Cool. Next up, Andrezen. He is going. We're gonna see him lock down an area, but not commit. And what I mean by commit is that, of course, as a Demoman, you are setting up the mines, you are spending your time setting up a trap, but you also have to monitor the trap and detonate it manually when people are there. So we're gonna see this. A lot of, I would say, lesser skilled Demomen do this, where they put up a trap and then they just kind of leave. So now he has 2 traps in this room, like both entrances to this room. He has, or the offensive entrances, not the defensive one. He has is covered up with 7 sticks. If anyone goes down here and he right clicks, they die. So what he does is that he holds his bottle for some fucking reason instead of the grenade launcher. And then he gets distracted by that someone's camping on the point, and now he has detonated the entire trap. So the time he spent on the trap was actually not used for anything. But that's fine. I mean, there are still defendants who just gonna pass. Stays in the back, does some damage, gets a kill, that's fine. Alright, so now we're gonna go, and of course we're a Demoman, so we're gonna be, oh, a soldier? Wait, we're gonna put up a trap for this guy. And then we're gonna just leave the trap there, and we're just gonna go and attack him. Head on, in fact. Missing pipes is fine, and then he holds his bottle, be sure, like, I have a bottle. And then someone else kills him, and then there's a spy here, and then he misses that. We still got the trap though, which we are paying no attention to. Running around with the bottle for some reason. I mean, you have grenades. I'm not sure why you're doing this. And then of course this Demoman, if you hadn't got in there, he would have gone out, and you would have probably gotten the kill, or very much at least hurt him. Then someone else kills him, and you can see that Andrezen is occupying space. He is putting out traps, but he's not following up on the traps. He's kind of just leaving them. Just like he's treating them like sentries, basically. So the trap is still here. He has now 8 sticks out, and he is, well, he has to get health. I get that. So you could also start sticking up this door. And instead of, he just kind of leaves, detonates, and goes over here. It's like a sentry better take care of that. Yeah, sentry taken down, easy operation, nice. And this demo has this thing on lockdown, so we do a little cheeky little sticky jump up here to get the high ground. And now we're like, well, if they're not going to attack, because obviously Like, this is a good call. The enemy has not been going through there, so if we can't go to the enemy can't go to us, we will go to the enemy. So we will do a spawn camp. Oh shit, I think he saw us. Shit. Alright, oh, the sentry, damn it. Well, we're gonna go and grab this health and spawn trap. Oh, okay, we got 3 things. We got the teleporter and the sentry. Oh shit, there's a Demoman. And then we held the right click for too long. And oh no, Demo Knight! The unstoppable force of unstoppableness! God, the Demo Knights are just so good at getting us when we're out of ammo. As every other class would be good to as well. So that was just to illustrate. I think a lot of people do that, especially when you're uncertain on what to do. Then you just kind of forget to pay attention to your sticky traps. And this also happens when your team isn't really, like you don't really trust your team to be like, all right, my team's got the left side, I got the right side. Sometimes it's like, well, I got the left side and the right side and the point and the choke and the this and the that. Like, I have to kill everyone, flank, and push the payload. Happens sometimes. So this is a boring dude who is actually using the Scottish resistance here on attack, and of course on attack it's a bit different, but because especially with the Scottish resistance, which is a more defensive tool for the Demoman. However, the rules are the same. You kind of have to apply the pressure where you want it to go, put up a trap, and detonate them manually. So what he does, you know, how do you get people to come up here? Well, you just kind of wait for a bit and see if anyone's gonna come, and if not, you're like, come and get me, here I am, come and get me. If you come and get me here, I'll totally die. And I'm so weak. Dudes, you can come here at any...
Predictable!
Idiot. All right, put up another trap. And bye-bye. All right, let's put up another trap. Super low in health. Let's just get some health and then run out. That's pretty good, like, creative use of the Scottish resistance is like, I put up a trap and be like, hey, come get me. I'm using the cannonball. I've shot all my... You can also do this where you're like, if you're playing as more competent players, some players like me, I count bombs you're fired. So if you shoot like 4 cannonballs or pipes, you're like, that guy's out of pipes. Let's get him. And then you just jump into a trap, absolutely baited. And depending on how good they are, it will depend on how many times that will work on the same person depends on how mentally checked in they are to the game. So this is Burning Arrow, and this is one of those games where you are doing a lot of stuff, but your team is mostly dead. So of course we know that Demoman is really bad. Like, how are you supposed to charge the spy? Like, you can't, because you have to reload and you have to sticky up. So Burning Arrow is going to do a pretty good job of what he has, considering that most, like, 4 of his teammates are dead, and the enemy's pushing hard. Well, he did get a spy, and he has the back door secured there. If anyone goes on the flank where there's a spy, he can just detonate, so he's paying attention to that. And then, of course, he has to sticky up the payload as well, which is pretty tricky. Sticky up this, sticky up that. And throughout this entire demo, we're going to see that he isn't just, like, suicide doing this, he's just slowly going backwards. So now he's trying to occupy this space. Pyro comes in, doesn't really get, like, he hurts them and someone else gets the kill, and he's trying to occupy space, and he's like, all right, try to occupy here. So he's being bullied a bit further back. He goes and checks. It's like, all right, cool, we can set up here again. Oh shit, we're on fire. Something burned me. I don't know from where. I'm just gonna run. He has a lot of sticks, and then he's back here, of course. No medic. Kind of forces this behavior on you as a Demoman, because you need that sustain. He has a lot invested in all these sticks, so he gets a couple of kills and an assist there. He's charging up, and he takes another hit, and of course having a medic here would allow him to stay in combat, but because he doesn't, he's forced to go back, grab health kits, and maybe even the big one down here. Like, I think he was looking for a dispenser. There's a spy that the engineer kills, and now you can see the enemy team has pushed a lot forward, and the traps that we have, they're now past them because we can't detonate when we aren't looking. Of course, that's a spy, so we try to put down this. So also the Scottish resistance works pretty well by just putting sticks out on the ground, like, not as for just kill purposes, but for just deterrence. Like, people aren't going to walk into a minefield, so you kind of block their path and have them to remove it. Like Pyro with Detonator, Scorch Shot, it's really great, or Demo with Quickie Bomb Launcher, or another Scottish resistance. So here you can see he's kind of being bullied back here, and he's not contesting the point. because when he's been always in the front. So I would have liked to see him go with this heavy, but he's opting to just stay here and be a bit more passive. And I think this like moment right here is gonna hurt his play because he still has a grenade launcher, but he's just so content on locking down this area. However, locking down this area will not prevent the enemy team from just pushing the cart. Like you will stop people from coming up on the high ground, but they can take another set of stairs. And then it's like, all right, cool. So we've been pushed back so far, and now we're pushed back here because, you know, the enemy team has a medic, they have sustain, we don't. And he just detonates that. He's gonna have a little peek, see what he has. Okay, so he shoots some pipes, gets a kill. Gets ready and detonates this, kills this guy, gonna put up some more. Friendly pyro shows up, and all right, so then he goes and checks and sees that there's a scout from our team that is defending the cart that's not a spy, but acts just like one. And of course he's taking a lot of damage. The enemy team is fine. I'm gonna get this health. Burning arrow going back up here. And this is why it's so important to really commit to your sticky traps and pay attention to everything. So he's gonna put some sticks down there because you can have you can have 14 of these out with this weapon. So you can just afford to plop down stuff everywhere. So he's holding this air pretty well, and he's like, all right, cool, gonna grab this. No one is really coming here, so we're paying attention for nothing really. So we're just gonna go downstairs and just have a little peek. And yeah, nothing too big happening. They're just gonna put down some sticks and maybe someone walks into it. And they're just gonna go back up here and what the fuck? Engineer builds his fucking nest while we're down just looking. But luckily, look at this engineer. He's like, no! He's dead, and of course we just destroy this. And then now we're in an interesting predicament. We can, basically, if we wait and let this teleporter finish, we can kill the next person that comes through. So let's just listen. Someone took the teleporter, but we don't see them. You know why? It's a spy. Someone accused him of being a spy, and then he suicided. And then a soldier just comes and kills him as the engineer comes through, and of course that allows the engineer to build. So the greedy of like, I want to get this kill, and not really connecting that if the teleporter does like the boom, because it was already level 3. Like it does the boom thing. Someone took it, and it was a spy. And then the spy did a soundsmith where he hit the suicide button and laughed hysterically for hours without end. Right. Let's go to, I forgot, we're gonna fast forward. This is Burning Arrow one more time. And this is just an example of where he can hit stuff. Now that's out of sight. Of course, that's one of the most powerful tools of the Demoman, is to be able to shoot stuff you can't see but you know are there. So he has a little trap here. Of course, he killed a soldier with that. So he's like, well, if I got him once with that, I'm gonna put it up in the exact same spot in case he jumps into the same position. And a sentry. We haven't really dealt with the sentry this far away before, so we will just do it like this. Is this enough? Can we hit it? Yep. And he goes down, and holy shit, a scout. Dudes, scout is bad for business. And of course the soldier jumps us, the guy we killed before, and he just kills us. But we hurt him, but he still killed us. Cool. So, next up we have a boring dude, once again, and he's gonna have some pretty cool prediction traps here. So he's playing on still the Scottish Resistance. Like, this weapon isn't getting enough love as it is. But it can be pretty good in certain situations if the enemies aren't anticipating. So he has to sticky down everything, and he's really paying attention to everything. So it's like, that was a spy, I think. Yeah, so he sees the spy there, and of course he has a trap in the corner and kills him. Pretty good there.
Predictable!
And then, whoop, there's the jumper soldier. A trolldier, how will we ever deal with those? Especially those with the shotgun. And we're just gonna put down a trap here, and hello.
Predictable!
Well, we didn't get the kill, but we know he's after us now. So, oh, here he comes. We're gonna just stay near a sentry. That's also like a really good way to not get killed by market gardeners, is just to stay near sentries, basically. And then we just put down these sticks. Gets a kill on that guy for some reason. And then we just kind of hanging around here with our engineer. I mean, The payload hasn't really moved that far. So just put down sticks there. A spy! And then Buster Hyman gets the kill with his mini sentry as we launch the spy. And then just hanging around the dispenser, reloading, of course, and then going back.
Predictable.
Alright, cool. So that was the RC gamer, and he's like, alright, cool. So I jumped up here and I landed and I died to sticks. Surely the Demoman won't put sticks in the exact same location because he won't be expecting me to do the exact same thing twice. And then he gets a kill on someone else. That was a blind det. I don't think he saw anyone there, or maybe he did. Maybe he has just like super eagle vision. Of course, we have the sticks in the same. Oh, look, who's that? Oh, it's a soldier. He's dead again. In the exact same spot. Again, the same guy doing the same thing, dying to the same thing again. That's a. Don't worry about that. And yeah. This is wanted to show you can have like preemptive sticky traps, especially with the Scottish resistance, because you don't detonate them all at once, and really take advantage of people who really don't care where they land. So next up is going to be iMain Sandwich, and this is a demo on how to not handle weapon reload. So nothing I've ever seen good has come out of Harvest, by the way. So whenever I see people playing Harvest, I'm always reluctant to what they're doing, and this kind of fills that stereotype. So far, iMain Sandwich doing all right. I mean, the enemy team has the point, and you could just go and try and capture at any point in time. I mean, that's kind of your deal, but this pyro is obviously more important. So now he's just shooting once, reloading, shooting once, reloading, and now that there's no one to shoot at, he reloads all four. So not the best there, and then he just kind of spams out, gets a kill on the pyro. Yep, so let's go and secure that point, shall we? Well, not until we kill this scout on the roof, obviously, that we're gonna shoot, and now we have one. So now, let's see, we're gonna reload one and shoot one, and then we're gonna reload one and shoot one, and then we're gonna reload one and shoot one, and then we're gonna reload one and shoot one, and then we're gonna reload one and shoot one, and then we're gonna reload one and shoot one, and holy shit, the soldier, holy fuck, no, that's a good real rocket launcher, god damn it, if only I had more bombs in my clip. Oh, was the thought that iMain Sandwich came through with. So, the next one was entitled Immortal Heavy, but he's not immortal if you don't hit him with iMain Sandwich. So of course iMain Sandwich was like, well, Harvest was too difficult, so obviously we're gonna do the easy route, which is basically this equivalent of killing fish in a barrel, except you have explosives and the barrel are a bit bigger and the fish can shoot back. So this is probably one of the most insane parts of Dust Bowl, where you just, if you're a Demoman here, you just spam through. So of course he gets crits and he just fucking destroys them. Here he should reload more than once. So he hits the heavy almost dies and goes back and grabs some health or whatever. And here, of course, we used all of this, so instead of reloading all fours, now we have shot 2 bombs and we should have 3. We can't really see anyone, and there's a sniper on the side, and we hit that, and the heavy comes out and he shoots us, and we died. So I don't think even if you did properly reload there, you would have done it, but there's a bad habit of you just shooting one, reloading, shooting one, instead of we did like Saven did, where he actually just waited and be like, all right, I'm sure I can hit this. Sometimes just getting that 1 or 2 reloads in really makes a whole lot of difference. So take note, everybody. It's about doing consistent damage, not doing damage as fast as you can, because the speed at which you do damage will come over time when you just focus on being consistent. So this is a Spicy Penis, and hey, look at this, another demo on Red Team on Dust Bowl. Holy shit, a rocket jumping soldier. How will we deal with this unstoppable power? Well, we have bombs everywhere, obviously. So we're just gonna go and, well, that didn't go so well. Okay, so we're just gonna spam some more down the ditch here, keep them occupied. And then we're gonna start and just repopulate the area with our lovely bombs. And holy shit, the enemy team is attacking at just any point in time, and it's only me here. Shit. All right, we got one guy. All right, okay. Reload, and we're gonna stick you off the point. And holy shit, where's the team? So even though, I mean, you have all the advantages on Dust Bowl, if you are like the only one in the front stopping the blue team from attacking, they're just gonna go at any point in time and just kill you like they just did. Positioning wise, I would have loved him to stay on the roof and not gone inside. It's probably the only mistake he did there. Otherwise, it was pretty fine. Next up is Mr. Mundy, and this is what I would call an average situation on casual servers on certain times of the day where you're playing 5 CP and there's no medic to be seen on either team and you have no sustain. We're going to see exactly how this hurts Mr. Mundy here on Cold Front, a map that I like kind of sometimes if teams are good. So he's, of course, your sticky jumping abilities are going to be very limited to how you do this now. And then, of course, like we said, like hunting down spies like this is very difficult for Demoman because spies have a tendency to be a bit more unpredictable in the way they move as opposed to classes that are like the soldier here. Like, where do you think he's going to go? Well, he's going to go directly back to spawn, if you ask Mr. Mundy. So here, going back, we haven't really covered any ground. We're kind of just still here, and now they're capping this point, and oh, we're taking damage. We have no sustain, we have to reload, and we have to reload this as well, and then we just hit a rocket and we die. And this is the fate for many Demomen. So in this situation, I mean, look at the team composition we have. We have Scout, Scout, Soldier, Soldier, Pyro, Pyro, Demo, NG, Sniper, Spy, Spy. Switch Pyro or the Spies or the Sniper for a medic, and you have a great composition. It's like, we built a tower, but we have no foundation, so the tower fell. Cool. So, next up is going to be Rare, and this is going to be a bit of a comparison between Rare's style and the next one. So this is both in the same map and the same place, where there's a Swiftwater and the enemy team has pushed, or are getting ready to get into this tunnel. Already, you know, Rare takes some damage, of course. If you're in the red, you're almost dead, so you're allowed to go back and grab some health. He has a medic here. That is healing the engineer and should be healing him eventually. Yes, there we go. And now he should be putting down some sticks in the cart, which he does. Look at all this damage he's putting out, getting good value. Clears up the cart, has the medic with him, survives and... connects the long-range low air shot. Pretty good. And then he's like, yeah, that's a gold weapon. I just killed someone with that. I love anime characters from anime. Or something. I don't know. I actually googled the name that he loves. So, right now he's a bit inconsistent. I would really love him to see just a stick of this, and here we can see the enemy team is just fucking pushing right now. So we can see him like, welp, I'm gonna back for a little bit. Gonna go back here and grab this health, and now, of course, they're pushing through. Our medic is dead, so even though I'm at full health, I have 5 in the clip, I have the environment, which is pristine for Demoman to just go like boom, 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 like doing like this and not take damage. He opts to just bolt out of the tunnel, basically, and just give him looking for spies, and then I'm not sure why he's looking for spies when there's like, you have to stop the payload, dude. And now the enemy team is just kind of pushing, and they're just pushing. There's nothing here. You have no sustain. You're gonna have to fall back even more. And then he just kind of falls back, and the enemy team just keeps on pushing. So I did a check on this, and if he would have died, like gone in, died, respawned, and gotten back, he would have been there before they had capped this. Not this point, but the second point that's like around this corner. He would actually be in a better spot. Positioning wise, if he actually would have gone down with the ship, which he didn't do. Jesus. So now we're going to look at someone else who has a completely different approach in the exact same area. This is going to be Demophone. And of course, he will stay in the tunnel, but then also the enemy team's aggression isn't that great. And he also has support from his medic. And you can just see how much that changes everything. So we're in the exact same spot, exact same situation, just less players, and we have a medic that's healing us. And we are actually just occupying space, and we're comfortable taking some damage. Kills the sniper. Demophone kills this. He says, remove random crits. Well, if you want to remove them, you should stop getting kills with them, bro. You should not detonate crit stickies, but you do it anyway. So, then he kills the medic, kind of, and then someone's coming around this side. Oh, are you...
Predictable!
Oh, there you go, and oh, didn't get the kill on that. Medic's content. We have 2 medics, actually, so we have twice the infinite amount of healing, because Rare did not, because the medic died, because the medic was not as good as these. He was standing a lot still, but also a spy. How will we ever trace a spy? Oh, Dead Ringer. All right, reload. Okay, wait, hold on. Reload, and
Predictable.
Whoops.
Predictable.
Yeah, second time we got him. Cool.
How is this?
Easy operation.
That was, how is that an easy operation? Now, of course, we got Uber, and we're gonna go in and pressure this scout, and like, fuck it. And of course, we own the payload, and the enemy team doesn't even have a heavy, but Uber or not, we're gonna go forward with our bottle, and then switch up this thing, kill this guy. Right now, I would have liked him to just stay on this, but I guess he's playing for fun and not super serious, so he's just doing this, and bam, killing him, and bam, killing him. Tons of kills with that, and then he goes back to the soldier who has the slowest reaction time ever. He doesn't even notice that he's being tossed around. And then just kind of staying here and just occupying the space pretty well. Surviving, and yeah. Pretty good. So you can see, like, even though you're in the same map, same situation, it plays out completely differently depending on your playstyle. So I'm guessing Demophone is a bit more used to staying in battle than Rare was. Or maybe Rare just read this situation wrong, or maybe Rare was just a coward, because there's a lot of coward Demomans out there that's like, as soon as their pocket dies, and they kind of have to go like a suicide, I'm going to take as many of you with me before I go down, they just kind of run back and kind of do that. I remember that back in like the days when I played on UKCS, there was always like these Demoman who would like, they wouldn't attack unless the team threw themselves in front of them. So it was always really fun to kill those, because they were really not comfortable taking damage themselves, even though they had like a lot of health. They were always like, yo, you go in and do that. But we're gonna give Rare redemption around here. I'm gonna see him do some really good stuff. So here, we're on the last point, and now he's attacking. He's still Swiftwater, so he has killed the sentry and destroyed a pyro in the opposite order of which I said, and then he decides, you know what, I'm just gonna go around the side. I don't have a medic, but I have 11 kill streaks, obviously, so I've been doing stuff this game. Alright, so let's see what they have here. They have, oh, sentry. Well, good thing I can shoot stuff I can't see. There we go, cleared that up nice and easy, and, oh no. Getting so much value. Look at this, 184, and then the engineers are in the air, and he hits that guy too. Oh, the 15 kill streak, holy crap. And now he's just like, all right, gonna go down here, keep pushing some, maybe. I would have liked him to go up and just keep harassing, because he was doing such a good job there, but I'm guessing he wanted to go down and support his team and just get in there. And now he's getting in nice and dirty. Where was this bravery when you were in the tunnel, Rare? That was acceptable. That was really good. So, moving on, we're gonna look at none other than Arentia, which I think is a new submitter, where we're gonna be doing that. So, engineers, don't cluster your buildings together unless you want to absolutely get everything destroyed by a Demoman without any support from anyone else. So here we are, of course, on Dust Bowl. We're still defending, so Arentia knows what's up. Look at this good value, triple, wow, lots of kills here. But here we are starting to have a bit of a mismanage. We're like, kill the dispenser, that's not important. And then we're kind of just fumble, and we're like, all right, cool, they're all in the whole way. I can just go in with these bombs and kill everything, and that's a heavy that we heard, and we're dead, and sad tears were had because we had the ultimate moment. But then another guy just killed us before we could get there, and we were kind of just fumbling. We were too excited. But it happens. It happens. So, Electric Mace is like, dude, guys, I'm a good Demoman. Do you know where I'm good? I'm good when the enemy have no flanks to go on, such as on this map, where they literally just have a hallway. So if you're new to Demoman, like, staying around here is
Easy operation.
it is so easy, because the enemy can't go. You can put a stick in the middle of the ground, like in the middle of their tracks, and you will hit everything that's here. So he's just staying here. He has a sticky trap, and of course he does the trick where you shoot one and one detonates, and then he just kind of tries to bait up the soldier, and then the soldier dies. And then we have crits connecting. Nice, of course. Will it be hard to shoot fish in a barrel or soldiers in a hallway? Well, that's not really difficult, so we push through all the way here. Oh, I was checking Facebook, and hey, there's the enemy spawn. Cool. So we're just gonna stick that up and let that spy have fun with the fence, so I can stay away, and then we can kill the medic and kill that guy. So we've gotten some good values. So we're just gonna retreat for a little bit. Spend the time reloading. Spend the time reloading. You have to reload the sticky launcher, dude. Reload the sticky launcher. You're holding this for too long. That's about, yes, finally. Jesus. Woo. And then, of course, we haven't reloaded, so of course we can only put out 2 sticks, which probably won't be enough, so we're gonna put up some more, and they've seen the sticks, and shit, and we're gonna select the wrong weapon and then die, so great start, but fumbled and face planted at the finish line, Electric Maze. But we have another one from Electric Maze, and we're gonna look into what he does right here. So, this is a bit later in the same game, and he now is going to do a sticky trap, but he's gonna do what we saw, I think it was in Dresden, that didn't properly, like, watch his traps, but like these traps are much easier to watch, so puts on a trap here, puts on a trap there, puts on a trap everywhere, and everyone just dies. Two crit stickies will kill absolutely everything, so then just in this corner, puts up some more traps. If anyone walks down here, he can do it. He also has some sustain from these health packs, and that's a spy that has nowhere to go because these are hallways, and if you stand in the middle and 5 kill streak. Okay, cool. Next. Alright, that's 6. Alright, let's put up 3, 4, 5. 5. We want them to be super dead, even if they have resistances. And then grabbing the health, reloading this. And then, of course, no one has walked through here, so we're just gonna put out 8 sticks and a crit. So 7 sticks plus crit sticks equals whoever walks through here. Oh shit, they knocked them all down. Damn it. Well, hopefully no one is stupid enough to, well, hopefully someone is stupid enough to just walk in here and just walk on them. But we're just gonna, well, they removed them with the Scorcher, I think, but then he just kind of like, did he just think, like, did the Pyro, did Mr. Rushby Suka think, I just destroyed a sticky trap of a Demoman, or that's killed me twice now. I think he has just vanished. No, of course not. Electric Maze is gonna stay here until he dies or gets absolutely bullied away. Whatever comes first. And now look at this. He's watching through this narrow hallway, and boop, yep, another kill. And 1 sticky is gonna show, so he detonates it pretty early because he doesn't want anyone to show. Because this, for some reason, keeps working. Like the blue team has not caught on that. If they go through here, they die. Which is good. I mean, if the team were like, you know what, let's not go through there because we will just die. Let's push through elsewhere. That's probably a better solution, but this map is in hallway, so blue team is fucked either way. He's just watching this trap. Going back and forth between the, oh, look, there's the Pyro. Oh, did he learn? Did he learn? Oh, the shit, there's a Dead Ringer spy here. And we have to bail. Yes, absolutely have to bail. There's too much stuff there. Keep in mind, we also hurt ourselves. God damn, that guy's dumb. It's like, oh, the Demoman has been killing our team this entire round. Drop down to the low ground. He's notorious for putting traps between him and us. I think I'm just gonna go for him. Let me see how well that went. People in chat like, Demoman requires high IQ strategy and timing, and he's like, yeah, what does it say about the other team? And then it doesn't go so well for him. He kind of loses his footing a bit, and then he gets stabbed. Happens, but he did keep the enemy locked down in that hallway, sort of by himself for a long time. And I guess the other guys didn't think. Like, you killed like 8 people in that hallway. I mean, I mean, come on. So this is going to be a bit of a long one, so we're going to fast forward a lot there. So this is Karma's camera. He's going to be playing here on Steel, one of my favorite maps, and he's going to be doing a bit what we call attacking, flanking, and capping. Pretty much doing everything by himself, more or less. So he starts off by just doing some spam, and he sees some of the soldiers. Fine. We have a Uber, so we can just go ahead and take time. Good thing that Quick Rock doesn't miss me, or otherwise it will be a very short demo. And then we hit them with the pan, we hit them 2 times, yes, that's good, good business. Oh, what's this, a medical crits? Well, popping that won't save you from dying, so that's another kill for us. And put down sticks like this, very smart, just putting it straight down on the ground. Allows you to sticky jump away and do damage at the same time. And of course, now they're gonna cap, so we can see Karma's camera has flanked and killed them, and is now capping. Along with his team, sort of, gets another kill. Around up here, and try to spy. Chase a spy, but it's not worth it. Do something else instead. And now, of course, his team is capping here, so he puts down a little bit of a trap here, and the spy just runs in front of him and dies. Of course, if you're a spy, avoid the sticky traps that the demos are setting out, and avoid going in front of people in general. So now they're just waiting for these gates to open. So here we are on the C point. You can see he's still alive, still kicking, just putting down sticks. Medic is like, well, I got a heal the Razorback Sniper. I can't have overheal. Is what the medic said in voice, which I've turned off, obviously. And then we are capping this point, and then Karma's camera's like, you know what? This is a hallway. I'm good in hallways. We're just gonna plonk down some sticks here. And, oh, a Demoman. Well, you died. And then we're gonna put down, I think, 3. Yeah, 3 is like a good magic number. It kills most of the stuff that comes out of that door. Not the scout though, because he was out of range. But luckily, the scout's dodging ability was trash. So we're gonna put down some other stickies. Oh, a pyro with the least threatening weapon to the Demoman, the Dragon's Fury. Wow, you're gonna air blast one of my things before I kill you? That's nice. All right, so we reload one, and we're gonna put down. Oh, all right, there's the Demonite again. Goddamn. All right, so the medic popped Uber, and the Demonite is out of there, and I'm just gonna reload. And of course, for some reason, our team's not capping, so we gotta go and do that as well. Of course, we just stopped their entire spawn and reinforcements, but the team got distracted. There was like a butterfly or something down in the E point that everybody went to go and see. And then, of course, we've done the alphabet. You've done your vitamins. So your ABC, now it's time for the D. And yeah, just doing work here as well. Destroying stuff, killing stuff. Getting that engineer, and of course we have to capture this as well. There we go. Shooting stuff on the high ground. Pretty good Demoman work there, of course. And after all of that, of course, we have to, like, capture, because, like, it's not like, you know, half of the enemy team is dead or anything. So then, of course, the blue team can only muster 4 capture time, like two scouts for some reason. So this engineer walks right into a trap, and we can basically stay here and trap this area all day, which would require our entire team not dying to this one pyro. Which would have been nice. But we're still holding, still capping somewhat, and then the capping stops because the scout that we've killed so many times killed the, like, where did everyone go? We were literally gone for a couple of seconds, and now the entire place is infested with red. All right, fine. You know what? We've done this all game. We've killed all of them, and then we've captured. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Oh, a spy? Oh no! Is he gonna trick stab me? Gee, I wonder how I'll deal with this. How about just fucking launch him in the air and then blow him up? You don't have to engage in the spy terms. Just fucking blow him up like that. It's the trick stab. Oh, I guess it worked. Trick stab, Karma. Trick stab. So Karma did, I would say, most of that work that round. I really don't understand how all of those scouts dies to the one pyro that comes from the one flank, or one of the 2 flanks they can come from, the 2 places they can literally watch at the same time, and then they act really surprised, and then somehow our reinforcements didn't make it to the point, and then there were all red guys. It's like, what happened? So, moving on. We're getting closer towards the end. We're going to look at Marvik, who is going to be experiencing the Demoman's Dream. We'll see what that is in just a bit. Of course, we're playing Gold Rush on red, similar to Dust Bowl on red. It's good for red and bad for blue. Red makes you dead. That's what we said. Oh, we got a kill on that. And, oh, that's a sentry. All right, fine. Oh, we picked it up. Okay, that was a good engineer play. We got a kill on that regardless. Okay, so we know that there's a bit of a Sentry Nest there, and we got Legolas here, not realizing that the arrows are good on a distance and being far back, not in the face of a Demoman. And we're gonna have Marvik just kind of hanging out here with this medic, and then he decides to build, which is something you can do, hurt yourself to let the medic build uber faster, even though the medic can just do so by healing the others that are taking damage, or he's being a bit of a hog. He sort of realizes that, and puts down some more bombs, and there you go. Oh no. Careful about that stuff. Reload. Here we go. Fred 888 has the Uber ready. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at all this damage. Oh, and there's a sentry up there. There's no escape. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, you're going to pick up the teleporter? Oh, well, how about I just destroy you? Well, we got good enough value. We killed the entire sentry rig and dispensers, which is going to allow some of the rest of our team to go past. So that was a good Demoman's Dream. Like, you just get an Uber and then you just waltz right over the enemy. Good stuff. So this is Mondal. We're going to see. We actually didn't see a lot of crits. We'll see this this game. So we're gonna be attacking up here. The Demoman just puts down some bombs in the front to occupy some space. This scout really wants the medic dead, so he decides to run past them and get stabbed in the ass. Of course, this Demoman is gonna go down as well. Yep, down he goes. And then we have a heavy. That was this guy. So we're shoot some bombs down here. We almost have a Hale's own festivized professional kill streak Kritzkrieg ready to go. Oh, that's one kill. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, the shield. That's the 6 counter. Meadows dies. Good stuff. And then, of course, I would have liked you to just push the payload. But there's enough reds around the corner, so I'll allow it. There's also a guy on the high ground. We have 74 health, and look at this. We're still kind of just like, yeah, I'm not sure if I want to test or not, but I have low, and the medic's back. So we kind of just sort of stay there. This demo is gonna die! Oh, he died, so we can go down here. Just stay around. There's a bunch of heavies there. Demoman good against heavies. Heavies are fat, slow, and Russians, and we are Scottish and blowy uppy boys. And, ooh, we get killed by the guy who killed him. Meadows, the guy I did a point rush with. Check that out, maybe. He's a good sniper. Better than me sometimes, but only sometimes. So that was Model. So that was all the user submitted ones. We had a bunch of them. I'm sorry I couldn't get to feature you all, but keep sending them. And keep the demo names very descriptive and include text if they are vital. So here we are on Bad Water. We've been here a lot lately. Of course, just waiting back here. So we have a main medic and we have a support medic with the vaccinator. Well, that's a sentries. Okay, so I'm just gonna go past there and go there. I really like to get in deep and just pummel him with my bombs. Just really push the poop back into their butts. Doing this, of course, going back here. We have Moa who's going to be healing up. And now, of course, we have my dream. A bunch of stuff here. This, clear it out. No man good. Sentries. We're gonna have to use like one shot on reload. So we want this medic death. I can get him. And then we jump over here. And then we're gonna fix this spawn. If anyone comes out here, they're gonna be so fucking dead. We've never seen this backfire before, have we? Being in this exact spot. Hashtag foreshadowing. We're just gonna go, oh my god! Well, at least I got the teleporters before I was brutally murdered by the Demo Knight. Alrighto, so we're gonna end on this one. This is gonna be the last demo of the Demoman Basics. So hopefully you have picked up some stuff. And this isn't really gonna be about demo. This is just gonna be TF2 in general, which I always say attack at any point in time. So we're gonna watch this heavy that stood in the corner. Previous to this life, he had a sandwich. I was dying. He just stood in the corner, looked at me, and then I died. So I feel some resentment for this heavy, which is why I'm showcasing here, full name and everything. So I'm just gonna put my camera here. Don't worry about like my mouse there. So we're gonna see what he does. So he just stays here while I try to go in and do stuff. So we'll see exactly what camping in the corner achieves for you. So you stay there. He's revved up. You can see the guns going around. He has a sniper with him as well and a soldier. And you see I'm super low and I'm trying to do stuff. And then the enemy heavy just walks out and kills them. That.
What?
I mean, that was your job. You were waiting there for like a minute, and then he just shows up and kills you from the angle you were watching. It's like you get like a cat that's supposed to kill a mouse, and it watches like the house of the mouse where the mouse come out, and then the mouse comes out, and then the mouse kills the cat. Is basically what happened. And guys, if you're gonna camp, pay attention when you camp and do something. But also attacking at any point in time is also the best. Doing that. So that was all the user submitted demos. I hope you got a better insight into the basics. If you didn't know this already, I hope this very long episode has been useful to you. Next week, we will be looking at the Demo Knight. So basically, shield plus whatever. So this is gonna allow you to do some funky loadouts. So any of these 3 shields is allowed, and then you can use the shoes or any grenade launcher or whatever or of your choice, and also whatever melee unlock. It's just that you have to use the shield and have to use the charge at some point. So we're gonna see exactly how good this Demo Knight, which we've been killed by and owned a couple of times, really is. Be sure to check the video description for the link to the raffle of some craft hats that I will be doing very shortly after the stream. I have a key that I will turn into Refine, and I will craft hats for you that you guys can get. So you will get craft hats crafted by me, which of course is the best thing next to a picture of me. Demo Night next week. Stay tuned for that. Also be sure to join the Discord and follow me on Twitter and join the Steam group and all that other jazz. Thank you for watching. And if you want to support my channel, let's say you want to do, like, man, why isn't GPS bigger than he is? And you want to help. Subscribe doesn't really work. What really works is that instead of just closing this video right out of your browser, click one of the suggested videos on the side. That helps a lot more than subscribing. It helps my videos get more suggested, and suggested is where most of you people find me. Cool. Nice.
Oh!